Hey guys, welcome to Travel with Austin. I'm Austin, and today I am back on the 3rd and 4th floors of the Kennedy Museum. I already posted some videos here a few months back that were just me walking around with music instead of the audio. But now I am back. I'm actually going to go through this building. I'm going to talk to you guys about it. So first of all, this is not an area anyone should try to go to. You do need special permission to go here. They need to let you in with special keys. However, since I do have access, I decided I would show you guys around. So, I am starting on the 4th floor. I hope you guys can hear me okay. There is construction going on outside. So that may get loud during this video. So we're going to start in the main room of the 4th floor, which is huge. And I'm going to show you this item that I find particularly of interest. Now this is a model of the Ridges that was built in 1971. And as you can see, it has all the buildings, including the tuberculosis ward. However, it doesn't have the extension that connects the old hospital to the Vonovich school. So now, if we walk around this area, there are a bunch of small little rooms that are all abandoned. Now this one is kind of interesting because it has all this stuff on the floor. And it seems to be coming from the ceiling, but I'm not really sure what it is. And if we look out the window, we can see where all the construction people are doing work, renovating the other wings of the Ridges. Then as we enter this room, we actually have this, which appears to be a heating duct that was also a shelf, and as you can see, it has mirrors in it. So now, here we have where the emergency exit used to be. It is actually bricked off. There's no longer a stairwell back there. Not really sure why that was done. Now this is something just kind of funny. This door has a lot of footprints on it for some reason, which I think is very odd. So, as you can see, there's heating ducts everywhere. If I was actually just a little bit taller, my head would hit that, so that is kind of crazy how low it is. Then we have one of our rooms with no light in it, and no electricity to it. So as you can see, for some reason the window is completely boarded off, and there is another window that's been filled in. The room is very empty except for a door over there. So walking across to the other place that has no light here, we can notice this weird structure over here where you can see some of the brick of the building. Not really sure why it's like that. And something is taped to the wall. And as you can see, both the windows have been filled in here. Now then, walking down this hallway, right here would actually be the entrance to the next building over, but it has been bricked off for a long time. As far as I know, it was actually bricked off when OU bought the building, so that is extremely odd to me. But there are other entrances into that wing. So in here, we have another room. One of the nice things about these rooms are they have this very nice curved wall in them, which looks nice, although it's probably a little impractical. And then we can look out the window and we can see one of the towers. Now going over here, we just have some bathrooms. That's actually pretty neat. I didn't notice that the first time I came here. So then if we walk past that ladder, we come into this beautiful pink room, which again has this nice curved wall. And again, you can look outside and you can see one of the towers. However, one of the things that I find really odd about this is these windows do look directly into the bathroom. Not that anyone could really see anything from them, but it's still kind of odd to me. So walking across over here, we have a few different rooms. As you can see, a lot of the windows are kind of boarded up because they get lots of holes in them and then birds get inside. So actually one of the conditions of me being up here is I check the windows for them and make sure none of the glass is cracked, and if it is, I tell them. So we have this nice little in-between room that I'm not really sure what it could possibly be. So interestingly enough, this right here, I believe, is the entrance to one of the towers. Yep. So you cannot actually go in this tower for some reason. As you can see, they plywalled it off. I'm not really sure why. I'm not sure what's in there. And we got some Christmas lights. Oh, that's something neat. These two little closets, the wall between them doesn't go all the way up, so one light can light both of them. Now, we do have the 4-story porch up here. However, it is not safe to walk on, so sadly I can't. And then as we walk into this room, we've got some broken glass in here. And again, the closet doesn't go all the way up. I imagine maybe this was a bathroom because there's a sink, which is now filled with Christmas lights, of course. And then we have this room over here. So something kind of interesting about this floor is none of these rooms have fireplaces, and honestly, they look like they probably never did, but on the 3rd floor, they do in fact have fireplaces. So then walking in here, this is actually the tower that you can go into. As you can see, there's a do not enter sign. Porches are not safe to walk on. For some reason, it seems like it's taped on backwards, but whatever. We have some chairs up here. We have a star. And then we have a ton of Christmas lights. Now, when this was in use, These 2 floors were part of the admin building, and although I'm not exactly sure what each building was for, I like to believe that these parts were for people living in, just because of how they're set up. And honestly, I think it'd be kind of cool to have this tower as your house, basically. And you could look out at Ohio University and stuff like that. So from here, we can actually see the 1868 logo that's on top of the ridges. And we can look across into the other tower from the window. And I don't know how well you guys can see it, but it does look like there's absolutely nothing in there, which makes me even more mad that it is blocked off. So now I'm on the 3rd floor. Before I actually get into this floor, I did run into a little issue. On the 4th floor, I mentioned that there were rooms where there weren't fireplaces, and I said, when I get to the 3rd floor, I'll show you the fireplaces. Sadly, the door to that area is locked, so I actually can't show that. But if you go back and watch my earlier videos when I explored here, and it was just music, you'll definitely find those there, because it was unlocked last time I was here. So anyway, let's get down to the 3rd floor. So I'm in the 1st room as you come down the stairs. As you can see, it is another one with one of these beautiful curved walls. And this room is actually seemingly used for storage. We have doors, windows, lots of pieces to the staircase, which is great because that means they're keeping these things in good shape. Now this floor is a lot darker than the other one, but I do have this lantern to help. So we do have some furniture, not exactly sure when any of it is from. Then we have our bathrooms, the same. As you can see, there used to be windows up there, but they are actually blocked off, which I think is a good move. So then we do have a fridge that says extra body parts, of course, because why not? Ooh, and there is gross stuff in that fridge. So the fridge is very filled with mold or something. It smells very gross. Walking out into the main hallway. We'll go down here first. We have this very nice couch that was actually in here the last time I was here. I'm really not sure what they plan to do with some of this stuff, but like this is amazing quality. And again, we just have the bricked up entrance to the next building. And we do have some teapots and vases in a box, which possibly could be used by the museum for something. I'm not sure. So this room right here is actually used for storage by the Kennedy Museum. So yeah, and again, like on the 4th floor, you have that weird brick thing. And I mean, you have windows that are blocked in, but this weird brick thing is available on both floors. And I kind of almost wonder if it was maybe an elevator shaft or something at one point. I'm definitely gonna have to ask them when I go back down to check out. Then we have another curved room. As you can see, the windows are filled in with paint. We have an old radiator. And looking out, we can see people on a skylift that are doing construction. I actually heard them when I was in the attic, like I could hear their walkie-talkie going off. So they may be doing repairs to the roof of the Kennedy Museum. So as you can see, there's a bunch of papers on the floor. I don't really know what it is and what it isn't, so I'm not going to look too much into it. Then we have the old classroom. I actually really like this just because the lights still work in here. So we do have a door that leads out to the hallway that would have connected the building to. We have filled-in windows, and we have a bunch of curtains. Now, one thing I was told to check is, last time I was here, someone said that they swear they saw a door behind the curtain, but I'm guessing it's just that. But I'm still going to check all the way down the curtain, which, just to make sure. Can't see there's mold in here. That's not good. So yeah, I did not see anything behind this. I'll check one more time down this way. This actually feels how like horror movies start. We do have things that, I don't know, they look reminiscent of chalkboards, but they very obviously aren't chalkboards. And then we have this vacuum that I don't really know what it's doing in here. So again, I really just like the lights work in this room. And now we're walking into the main area, as you can see by the doors. Now on the 4th floor, this area, as I'm sure you remember, is very open, but the rooms are much bigger on this floor. And it's actually kind of nice. If we walk in here, as we walk into the construction, we do have these radiators, and they just have a very beautiful design on them. And of course, if we look out the window, we can see them doing construction stuff. I believe right now they are doing electrical work, so they're probably replacing a ton of the wiring in the east wing. Of course, by the time this goes up, they'll probably be on to something else. Then we do have the closets. And so each one of these little closets, for some reason, has this hole in it. So we're just gonna stick it up. Now, before I go any further, let me explain exactly why this is weird. So, originally, this part of the floor and the floor underneath it were all one giant ballroom. However, a fire broke out, and then they converted it into 2 different rooms. I actually do have a video about it called the Ridges Ballroom. I took a look at the original ballroom, and then I came up here and I looked at stuff in the ceiling that you can see from the original ceiling. So that design pattern at the top was part of the original ceiling. So this part of the ceiling actually doesn't have one. What this place has is a ton of calendar entries and a chair. I almost wonder if the chair's sturdy enough for me to go up there more. And we do have more calendar entries from 1983. And they do have like dates and stuff on them. I can't make out what they say, and I don't think my camera will focus on them. So, just see what all's up here. So you guys just got a better view of that than me, because I am too short. Now walking across the hall, this room just looks gorgeous. It still has the curtains. This is one where you can actually see the design of the radiator very, very well. And looking out, you can see one of the like courtyard type things. You can see that window across the way is open still. And then there is a tape measure, which I don't think was up here last time. I could be wrong though. And then we do have a closet with shelves. Interestingly enough, the ceiling is falling in there. I was hoping I could push that up far enough to see inside of it, but I guess not. Oh, but we have this over here, and I don't know if we'll be able to see anything. Oh, so this right here, holy crap. So this right here, what you're seeing is actually the top of the old columns in the ballroom. wow, so that is really neat. I honestly might have to find a chair or something to stand on so I can get a better look at all those. So then, walking in here, I don't know what this would be, but we have this room that's kind of split in two. And as you can see, it does have a window connecting to the next room over. Like I said, I'm not really sure what a lot of these rooms were. And I'm actually let up here by the museum, so I'm not sure they would either. Now, over here we have this. If you watched one of my videos, I think I called it Exploring an Abandoned Asylum Found Blood. Kind of a clickbaity title. But what we actually think it is, after talking with my friends, is paint, because I guess blood leaves discoloration over time. So now we're in the connecting room of the two. And let's see if there's anything in the closet over here. Nope. So we're gonna go in this room, and I'm gonna hope that the lights work in here. No, they do not. Perfect. So in this room, we do also have the emergency exit like we saw on the top floor. We do have this cabinet. We have one closet over here where you really can't see anything. I have noticed a lot of these closets have this little string type thing, which I'm guessing is some sort of wiring, but I'm not exactly sure what for. So then when we go into this closet and we look up here, we can see some more of the original ceiling. So that is honestly really neat. That's the reason they let me up here in the first place, so I could see that ceiling. It does look like something used to be hung up here. Anyway, so walking into this room, again, we have another closet without one in it. Now there's a breeze up here somewhere, so that definitely means there's a broken window somewhere that I need to find for them. So walking in here, we actually have a pretty sizable bathroom compared to the other ones we've been seeing. But also, at the same time, giant windows, which I mean, so if you were over there in building 2, you would be able to look over here and see someone using the bathroom. This is actually the male bathroom. And this place seems big enough, like maybe at one point there was a tub or shower in here, but I don't know where it would be anymore. And again, we have more of this fake blood looking stuff. And another closet. So here it actually looks like it'd be more likely, because we do have these sticking out of the ground, which could possibly be some type of tub thing. I'm not really sure. Oh, there's a piece of broken glass. And then again, a toilet literally right next to a window, which, as much as I love how beautiful this building is, does make me question the design of it a lot, because I mean, no one wants to be seen going to the bathroom. So anyway, I think that is it for this video. And as always, thank you guys for watching, and goodbye.